Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Hero, Site Defender of the Fatherland, off your 2v2 on, you guessed it, it's Crossing in the Woods, 2v2 version. In the south it is Cushion and Proxyfox here fighting for the British-American Task Force here. US 2nd Infantry Division working in tandem with the British 7th Armoured. We got Australian defence right out of Proxyfox. The north it is 101st Airborne and Bambone fighting for the German Army, Deutschland. They're sitting forth with the 16th Panzer Division with a machine gun panzer gun opening there out of the Axis forces. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to commenting and liking on the videos. Helps out immensely as well. So, off in a variety of directions we are here. Cushion moving westwards, Proxyfox eastwards, with more infantry on the way for the Germans as well. There's definitely seems to be more of an eastward bound push from the Germans with a light effort towards the west here. First shots fired here, Panzer engaged for the Australians, getting off some shots from the Lee Enfields here. Panzer pioneers quickly forced to seek protection, of course they can't respond here, then they can still get shot inside the building. German troops arriving, sappers moving in as well here. Fighting slowly escalating here, heating up by the northeastern field point here. Southwest. Very light action about maybe see the Americans moving up the center, could get behind here. The Germans as now 101st Airborne moving to assist Bambone here further. Jeep on the way there for Cushion, and there go Ralph catching up behind the Grenadiers here. Another Grenadier squad for 101st Airborne, who's going for terror by the way, with the ambush camouflage machine guns there. Squad caught up here, east side. Australians applying pressure, Panzer being slowly whittled down there, half track on the way there for Bambone.
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Probably got the sappers flanking in here. And quick withdrawal there, the Grenadiers took too much damage. His right wing and Hart machine odds forced to withdraw. So the situation leads for the Germans is getting pretty precarious here. As suddenly Bambone is now effective in his own here. With allied forces pouring in here. Left side we are seeing some light movement there. 250 out there though for Bambone. Panzer's holding up here, west side there. Got the pioneers pushed off here by the Jeep. Australians pushing in there. Panzer's holding up here, at least trying to keep the Allies off the field point. Even as the cut-off protocols make sure they don't actually, get any fuel out of it for the time being. Keep responding towards the center now, moving in. Freshly precision Jeep there, thumbs up. We got heavy weapons. Not much of a surprise there, leaving just Bambone to pick a group. Very likely end up being armored support. Infantry section command post down for Proxyfox. More Grenadiers out of 101st Airborne as it goes for a relatively heavier tier 1 there. As for Bambone, we do not have any tech yet, though, because we do have half track. Germans now pretty much just within a small quadrant of the map, with the Allies holding pretty much everything else, and soon in fact they'll have both of the major fuel points. Which is definitely going to be a headache and a half here for the German army if they're allowed to stick around for that too long. More riflemen with Cushion, for Panzer is for Bambone. Proxyfox, there we go, going for that. Platoon command post. After rushing forward to the pioneers in it, lightly expecting a flamethrower. Yep, there we go. Applying some AoE damage on the move from a position where the Australians can't just snipe. In the center, American pressure continues to build up, threatening, of course, the cutoff point. You can see it pulls Airborne getting into position just to cover against that potentiality. And there you go. Australians take run too long here. Good chance of wiping out of Bambone, which is going to be huge to get at least one wipe on the Australians in the early game. And there we go. They absolutely got roasted there. Might even get a second wipe. That'd be huge. Massive. You could score like 2 wipes here in the early game. A lot of screaming Australians, and that's for sure. And got it! Holy smokes, 2 wipes in the first 5 minutes. That is a massive blow here to Proxyfox and the Australians. We do have a Humber armored car on the way though, but still, that's going to take a while to recover from, if ever. Smoke on the west being pushed back. Of course, they still have the resource lead, so theoretically, if Proxyfox makes good use of light vehicles, he might be able to recover from those losses. We'll have to see, but still, 2 Australian sections is a massive loss at any point in the match, but particularly say in the early game.
A victory point is being taken
101st Airborne going for the Panzer Grenadier Company. Got the Humber on the move, pushing eastwards.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Panzer goes in trouble. Half-track Panzer Pioneer getting out there. Getting rid of the half to at least somewhat alleviate the losses he's suffered. Of course, not massively, but, you know. Helping out for Panzer's out here. And there you go, halting Proxyfox's pursuit as cushion. Goes there for mechanized supports and MD-42 that blast him through the Australians. And an MD-42 being flanked. We got 2 MD-42s out here for 101st Airborne. More Panzerjägers at Bambone. And fire support elements, so he's definitely responding aggressive to the Humber. As we got more Australians out of Proxyfox, and they start the battle here with getting suppressed by an MD-42. Cushion swinging hard here for the west side. 101st Airborne's lines lacking MD-42s, definitely not prepared for that, but anticipate the movement of rifle, hit a grenade off. End up not doing too much damage. And the East Panzerjägers, Panzerpins moving in, going for those sappers, need to get them out there before they get taken out. BARs for cushion. The sappers about to get artillery removed here again. The lack of any extinguishers plus the loss of Humber, by the way, is going to be really bad there for Proxyfox. Meaning Cushion is definitely going to do the heavy lifting with his BARs. Got 50 kills, got this half-track upgrade unlocked there.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Get the medical station there, thumbs up. Punch pushing through to the center, scouting trouble here, rifle covering the flanks. And we got the 30 cal there. Liked his Infantergeschütz there for Bambone, and note the 18, which might make you think was like, going production 1918, didn't actually have his actually specifically named like that to make the Western Allies think that was the case. But in reality, it had been developed much later, basically getting around the Versailles Treaty. So I can't remember the one right now. You know, whatever treaty there was in a treaty that limited what it could develop. So, little fun fact there. 30 cal there.
Territory is isolated.
Nice. Brian pushing westwards there. Still a bit tired and such. Trying to punish this German Australians. Closing in there. Panzer covering fire here. 394s to 500. Infantry training motor pool. Both our players, they're definitely not slacking. Even if Proxyfox definitely is going to have to do some heavier leg work to make up for the losses. Map control continues to do a lot recently for the Allies. They still are bleeding out the Germans.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
We haven't seen era upgrades for Cushion. The upgrades in there. 30 cals to 50 cals. Pack 40 for 101st Airborne. Watch out, there's a building there. That does make sense.
Territory lost.
There's some place to do that. Probably go for the Panzer Company and get some Starstorm and Panzers. Mortar there, landing short there out of Cushion's mortar works. West side there going is getting flanked by the Bambone rifle forced off. East side half rushing in. And we do have the 5th cal then already for Cushion. Thumbs up. Around the centre by the Grenadiers before going to cover the flank here against an American push there. Quick response here by 101st Airborne. And up north here, sappers from Proxyfox are diving in deep, but they also had high risk getting wiped out here. Which considering all the other wipes he suffered, I definitely think something Proxyfox really should be keeping more in mind here. Black Feeling half track out. They do have a 2-pounder gun out from Proxyfox. Bit surprised it took him this long to get out, if anything.
Engage all contact.
Black coming in, 2-pounder gun lining up.
Point under enemy control.
Good shot in the 250. Sappers popping off their grenades there. flanks there for Bambone. You see the West 101st Airborne being pushed back pretty aggressive there by Cushion. Now control there is looking pretty weak. That did a lot of damage. 5th car there causing further concentration there for 101st Airborne's forces on the left flank there. Australians keep pushing forward, backed up the 2-pounder gun. And Bambone can see his little empire there slowly crumbling away. Back at base C, we do have a medic bunker up for 101st Airborne, thumbs up, but no further taking from other Axis player. And besides that ambush ability so far, we haven't really seen much else ability-wise that's selected out of 101st Airborne. Likely though aiming for a King Tiger. I'm just not thinking any of their abilities is really relevant.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Proxyfox with the company command post, thumbs up. Christian Airport's going to go for a tank depot. For now at least is not doing so. It's also not impossible, of course, he's just going to stall out for a Pershing. Such players do have a habit of doing.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Pressure assault on the southern German Panthers are outnumbered by the bar-wielding riflemen there. Black-feeling half-tank putting that bit of oomph here as the mortar joins in. Not in mortar, but leichtes Infanteriegeschütz. Like you see. And there you go, 101st Airborne with the Panzer Company. Veteran squad leaders there for Bambone. We still got that half-tank causing chaos and havoc here behind Proxyfox's lines. Seems like he forgot about it, and Bambone did not. Proxyfox is looking to just get that fast take going, and then probably just like look to turn the game around there with just higher tier units compared to his opponents.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
So, could go for some foot guards right now, probably the only one you can really go for anyways. Because he does not have sufficient fuel like any other tanks as of yet.
The victory point is being taken from us.
2-pounder gun on the flank here. We do get some foot guards on the way now for Proxyfox, but does feel a bit late here. Australians in trouble, 2-pounder gun in trouble. There we go, starts from 101st Airborne. 2 thumbs up, baby. 2-pounder gun there being overrun. Tank and percussion. Almost got the 250 half tank here. And down it goes. Minor win here for Proxyfox. West side here, counter-attacks 101st Airborne has pushed back. Cushion here. The addition of Starstorm might provide further leverage here for 101st Airborne against his opponent.
Experienced crews have been called forth to lead our mechanized forces.
And he's closing in. Going for the car punch, going to counter-attack here with the rifle. Got extra bars being added in there. Getting in fast and aggressive, Granny starting over 50 cal here.
Anti-infantry have
the
orders to
Madus.
salvage all they can from vehicles.
By Allied
Leave nothing
infantry,
to the enemy.
closing, well, American infantry specific.
A few proximity
Good
alarms
guns
near
out.
our victory point.
Also, fun fact, they actually, I think, do something like 500,000 50 cals throughout the entirety of the war.
Enemy forces
Which
have
was a lot in
captured the
comparison to some of the
victory
Soda equivalent of disc. I think it was only like a few thousand of them in comparison. Yeah, British assault going up here, foot guards Australians, but this coming a bit of a course here to Proxyfox.
Territory lost.
And we got a flame protector here from Bambone as he has committed to Armoured, advanced Armoured support. There we go.
All victory points are under enemy
Bit tight
control.
still.
We must act.
2-pound going in, they've got 3 hits lined up. Great shot, they could pop this with 1 precision on the way there for Proxyfox. Another great shot, we got grenades off here, but and it clears the gun out. I'm sure that actually would do the trick there. Well, I was definitely proven wrong.
Proximity alarm.
Most obviously so over there. Oh, shot almost had
We
it.
have 300 points.
Black feeling flanking in, the Crusaders almost done.
Lampanzer available to deploy.
Lost the anti-tank gun crew. And the anti-tank. This time it's going to be, I think, much up to get back, seeing as there's enough forces now nearby to recapture it.
Ammunition point
From
is
Axis
being
force, there you go.
neutralized by the
We got
enemy.
Bambone rushing this ambulance to recruit. We got more stars off 101st Airborne. Thumbs up to that as well. There we go, Crusader tank on the way. Another Jeep for cushion. Going in with the Crusader tank. Almost got the ambulance, there we go.
Utility truck has strayed into enemy fire.
Helps Proxyfox a bit, doesn't quite of course make up for the previous losses, but still, it is something that's going to have a bit of an impact on the Axis forces. And we might have just see clear out the gun here go again. Very good work there. Good gun block here. And the gammon bomb. So it was a very unique grenade in that it was basically more like a small bag that was then filled with plastic explosives. And then depending on like how many plastic explosions, then there either be like an anti-tank grenade or anti-integrate. Oh, bounce there, very good. Panzer groups themselves outside, surrounding the Crusader tank here. Another bounce. Oh, the rotten lucky man. Yeah, he's going to lose the Crusader tank here. Can't take out the Panther 3. That's going to feel a bit bad there for Proxyfox. Just watch his Crusader go down like that. 2-pounder gun back in that British hands. Immediately gaining the flak feeling half track. And there's the fun playing for them when he could be knocked out here with a bit of bad luck. Bounced again. Panzer Pioneers wiped.
Shit! We're taking casualties! We were already betting on!
Some rather brutal action there. Bambone has certainly suffered as well there. West side here, Cushion and 101st Airborne continues to bash back and forth here. With machine guns being brought in here by Bambone as well. Medical station halfway down there for Proxyfox.
Territory lost.
Starts from coming into it, captured enemy footage with a nice haul up by Cushion. Starsum around it with some fairly heavy losses.
Team has arrived.
Indicated for already. Sherman's for Cushion. Thumbs up. And a third Starsum squad. Wowzer. And that's definitely something you see too often, I feel like.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely represents a pretty heavy commitment, but also, you know, I think a tacit understanding. That's probably his best way of like finding the rifleman with the infantry himself. Foot guards going forward here. MG team there overcome by the foot guards and the Thompsons. Likely they would have used Sten guns as well. I mean, there definitely might have been some units equipped with Thompsons, but typically the Americans were not exactly keen on selling them. Sold them at a very high price, which is one of the reasons the British started developing the Sten gun. Was because again the Americans just wouldn't sell their stuff cheap. Little fun fact. I mean, they would also develop towards the end of war another submachine that would later become the Sterling submachine, which got used after the war. But still, there actually some testing with it that was known as the Patchet machine carbine. And we actually, I think, late 1945 see some combat with various units for testing. So, little fun side note. More pounds goes out for Bambone. Thumbs up. Double 2-pounders here out of Proxyfox. We've got the Starsum moves the Sherman. They may be elite, but they're not, you know, getting blasted into oblivion by Sherman elite. Losses piling up there for the Hardened Veteran Center. More German forces pushing in 50 up through there, being harried by the Starsum. Command tanks out of Bambone. Thumbs up. 101st Airborne, I imagine, is setting his sights there on a Phoenix Tiger. Not too far away from it now. There's command post wise. Resource wise, bit of a different story there. As for pushing, I imagine they're setting up that Pershing heavy tank, though resource wise, similarly, they're a bit further away as well. They're fairly close to point. Got the flame for taking forward here. Veterans 1, Matildas for Proxyfox. His lines are very much being damaged and, decommissioned. His 2 pounder guns have been dealt with, courtesy of the brutality of Bambone's assault. West position, moving in, clearing up packs and Germans alike. 1 2 pounder gun destroyed him, that's getting wrecked as well there. Painful blow there to Proxyfox. Another blow there to body and line. And the Sherman got knocked out. Allies really taking some heavy losses now. At least their overall cushion does have a larger force, but Proxyfox that definitely does have the Matilda 2 infinite tank out. Apart from their force back grenadiers pulling in.
That'll get you back into the race.
Survival improvements and smoke canisters are being requested for
Hans
the
Army
vehicles.
Commando a bit late to the party there for Bambone, but whatever.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Salvaging the ambulance.
Machine
Some of it's a bit sad.
Victory point lost.
There you go. Foot guards closing in with the Panzerjägers pushing them back. Attila continues his advance. Slow rolling. Push.
We have 5 command points available.
We got this. Starts to move. 101st Airborne. Well, the large-scale infantry assault there. Got the advancing Starstorm, but apparently weren't quite fully in cover and so easily outdone by the Starstormers. Proxyfox with on vehicle training, thumbs up.
We have only 250 points
And
remaining.
Cushion now has the command points for the Pershing heavy tank, but resource-wise he's very much strapped. 101st Airborne more or less has the command points right, but is also closer resource-wise towards the King Tiger, the Königsjäger. He's got the Starstorm there. Second Lord of Cushion is almost done, and there we go. Plus an M1 taking away there. Cushion definitely getting a bit more in on support weapons. Brief bit of quiet, there you go. Flag 36 for Bambone. Thumbs up. Got the King Tiger sort of is able to call in. In fact, he almost has the resources. He needs a bit more manpower, I think.
We are losing grasp of a fuel point. Vehicles must maintain the pressure, no matter the cost.
100 point for manpower points more. Flamethrower tank catching the strains, pushing them back. That flamethrower tank's done, I think, a fairly decent job here from Bambone. Nothing else betting in that Crusader into situation where he got knocked out. Archers for Proxyfox. Direct hit here on the MD team there, courtesy of German artillery.
Flag 36 arriving on the field.
See where that Laxus in front of your shots. Flag 36 out.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Cushion slowly moving towards that Pershing heavy tank. Oh, there we go. King Tiger out. The Königsjäger has arrived. Tiger 2, Tiger B. There's a fun side note, but it actually, the German translation of Königsjäger isn't actually King Tiger, it's Bengal Tiger. It's one of those weird little fun things. But yeah, but we just call it King Tiger because, you know, that's the more literal translation. Actually translates to Bengal Tiger. But yeah, King Tiger does sound cool. It's, you know, I was wrong to stress that. It does sound cool. No argument about it. But technically, that's not what it means. Starts from there, holding the line for the Svarts and Brabant, closing in a head-on sprint. Then he's been brought up there so they can also merge just in case. Thumbs up. And there you go, King Tiger arrives on the scene. Situation for the Allies definitely hitting a bit of a problematic point here. So they don't exactly have a lot of anti-tank weapons at the moment. Or a lot of tanks. A lot of big guns.
Confirming enemy points at 300 and
So,
dropping.
situation here for the Allies is rather rough. Particular for Cushion, who is now very much up against the King Tiger without anything to cushion against it. Chickens blasting away there, mortars joining in the fun pack for the 101st Airborne. More foot guards for Proxyfox. As Cushion is just somehow, I think, trying to get to a person heavy tank here. Almost have to start some forward. Could also try to merge those, I suppose, with maybe the suppression cancel that out. Nice side hit on the Königsjäger.
250 points remain.
249 is 243. Allies were, I think, holding on fairly well for a good part of the match, but at this point things seem to be rather getting out of hand for them steadily.
We shall put an end to this fight. Tiger heavy tanks will be made
Armoured
today.
surge for Bambone.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
We'll have to see if he actually gets pulling anything from it.
Victory point under enemy control. We're losing grasp of a
Everyone
capture
in the
point.
east. Lamb Pantsman towards the center. Got mortars well now for Proxyfox. Bring up to a total of
Sector out
3
of contact.
Allied mortars.
Armory upgrade complete, Commandant.
I think Proxyfox is going to have to battle an Archer tank destroyer here with the 17-pounder gun to help deal with the Königsjäger.
Enemy forces standing at 200 points.
Because I generally don't
and
think
firing.
Proxyfox has much else can like significantly threaten the King Tiger that's also like mobile enough. Machine trouble here now. 6-pounder gun for going head to the Archer. I think I'm taking the wrong path. They King Tiger moving forwards. M1 entering through there immediately under fire. Yes, shoots with its mighty 88mm shell. East side, foot guard strengthening in. All backed up by the Archer. Perhaps 7% a assault big enough to run all the tanks and then blast them with it. Maybe, maybe not. 249 was under 69. Clock continuing ticking against the Allies. Needs to be, I think, a significant and drastic change in tactics and strategy. I don't think they really want like a chance to turn this around at this point.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Good ahead here. Matilda, Archer backing up. There we go. Shoots, misses. Blackface is, of course, presenting a big threat here to the Matilda 2 Infinite tank. But the actual Matilda 2 could actually strike off shot from a flank 36.
Victory point
fact.
lost. A victory point is being taken from us.
249, 729.
Luftwaffe forces are
Machine gun wiped out, strengths on the flank
control
here.
of the victory point.
Archer inching forwards. Good shot on the ambulance, but gotta keep that flag 36 in mind. Don't want to mess with the flag 88. It's a great way to take a lot of damage. Scan bombs to the pants with these troops being routed, not through the roll here. Yeah, there we are. 249, 724. Centerwards. Cushion just seems to have lost a lot of motivation here, momentum. This 101st Airborne is now, of course, with triple Star Storm and King Tiger, a pretty significant battlefield threat. They're very quiet here now between the two. Got more foot guards for Proxyfox. Allies now find themselves in a reverse situation compared to the early game. They almost have the entire map. And there you go, GG, game over. A brutal, a bit short in the end match. There were still thought some interesting elements there. A match with the King Tiger actually win, which seems to be exceedingly rare. So, I think that some of those early Australian losses really put, Proxyfox on the back foot. They should anticipate something to like counter that. Should have brought in the 2-pounder gun sooner, laid down mines. I mean, up against the DAK, you read like this is in fact one of the reasons why you see some bit players not really go for Australians against the DAK, or they make sure they have, like, you know, some section of them tank runners, basically to ensure they don't get, like, run down by a single half-track with some nasty troops inside of it. That was, I think, a major mistake that allowed, you know, his opponent to, like, really push him back and really set him so far behind. They took him some while to, you know, catch up again, at which point the jumps just further ahead. So something there worth keeping in mind with your future matches. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match and learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.